Few sounds fill the worshiper's heart with excitement like the music from an African worship service. It's that heartfelt experience that pulls every member of the Christian community together and leaves a lasting impact on any visitor. It's like you've just experienced the enthusiasm and joy of the New Testament Church. Recovering that joy is part of the partnership we from the United Methodist Church conferences of Pendel, Eastern Pennsylvania, and Western North Carolina feel every time we return to our brothers and sisters in the Central Congo Conference. Let's hear it expressed by our two bishops.
Hello, I'm Bishop Peggy Johnson from the Peninsula-Delaware Conference of the United Methodist Church, and I'm excited about the Congo partnership that this conference has been involved with a number of years now, in which this conference in America is partnering with the Central Congo Conference in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
I'm David Yemba, the resident bishop of the Central Congo Episcopal area of the United Methodist Church in the Democratic Republic of Congo. It is an area which is one of the largest area with 6 annual conferences, and we are delighted that we have a partnership with Peninsula-Delaware Conference.
From our mutual commitment to grow in faith and love together, 3 American and 6 Congolese conferences have many ministry programs ongoing at both the conference and the individual parish level. We want to share these with you. Can your church get excited about doing ministry with your Methodist brothers and sisters in the Congo? We hope so. Let's explore some programs that enable you to start a relationship with them. First, there are many partnership projects, more than we can possibly show here. So just consider this an introduction and look to the Global Missions website or the brochure for a more comprehensive list at www.congomission.com. Let's begin at the Mpasa Regional Health Center, which is a long-standing success story located in a major refugee area near the capital city, Kinshasa. Dr. Rebecca Yohati does tremendous work with medicines, food, and nutritional supplements provided both by UMCOR and our conferences. Here you see a well provided by UMCOR and recently repaired by the conferences. Larger projects include electricity to give evening care and to refrigerate medicines. Without electricity, refrigerators must run on kerosene, which is trucked in by jerry can, and all medical activity shuts down at 5:30 when the sun sets on the equator. Thus, night emergencies are only handled by flashlight. Some donated equipment needs electricity and thus cannot even be used, but the entire campus can be illuminated for $20,000. That is a worthy project for a major church outreach committee. Also, a new pediatric ward is urgently needed. Currently, both sick and well patients are mingled together, and children are placed in beds wherever there is space. We need to separate childhood and adult diseases from maternity patients. Dr. Yohati's vision is to build a separate pediatric building with 2 wards, one for pediatric diseases and the second for malnourished children with secondary diseases. Plans are underway to purchase land adjacent to the current clinic for this project, valuable for about $25,000. A design for the new pediatric wing is currently in process, and naming rights are there for your church or primary donor if you'd like to get involved in this project. In addition to these 2 major projects, many individual pieces of medical equipment are also needed, so we refer you to the comprehensive list of things required on the website www.congomission.com. As we leave Mpasa, we fly to the interior of the Congo, and we reach 3 exciting agricultural projects, all started in 2011. Farming in most parts of Africa is totally manual, but long-term Methodist missionary from Indiana, Paul Webster, built a demonstration farm in neighboring Zambia showing how draft animals can be used to cultivate land and thereby increase the yield per farmer. A grant from a farming foundation on the eastern shore of Maryland introduced this more intensive agriculture in 3 different sections of the Congo. Projects in farming, fish farming, and livestock all need support for things such as seed, veterinary medicines, equipment, and support staff. Again, please look to our website. This would be a really exciting project for a rural parish with a strong farming heritage to become yoked with. The conference is also committed to medical care in the central part of the Congo. We have run cataract and eye care missions for years and could benefit from the 1 or 2 week help of a U.S. ophthalmologist on site to train Congolese ophthalmologists with lens replacements. 4 central Congo towns, the towns of Tunda, Minga, Loja, and Wembo-Nyama, are all served by Dr. Manya and the Wings of Caring pilot service sponsored by our conferences. Facilities here are much more basic than in Impasa, and we need $2,400 a year for each location for medicines, nutritional supplements, and staff to maintain our work. Please let you and your church search your hearts for ways to reach out in mission to them. Educating the children of the Congo for today's skills is another important part of our conference's missions. Because of early missionary work, Wembo has been a center for educational and spiritual direction and is, in many ways, the spiritual heart of this region for us. It contains the Methodist University of the Congo and is the center of the church in central Congo. There is special joy in meeting our group and welcoming the first female bishop they have ever seen, Reverend Peggy Johnson. It is particularly exciting for our own Jackie Onwu of Dover, Delaware, who taught in this university many years ago. Many leaders in the church, government, and civil society have all originated out of the Wembo area and from this university. We're asking a church to support salaries and supplies for children's Christian education, for such things as posters, Bible story books, and other visuals, which are currently unavailable. Supplies for hundreds of children could be supported for just $75 a month or $900 per year. Technical training is offered in a limited way through the Mbudi Technical College in Kinshasa, the capital city of the Congo. Mbudi is a high school that offers vocational training in electrical, auto mechanics, sewing, primary school teaching, and general business. The conference added water and electricity early in 2011, but without tools, the instruction level is basic. For example, auto mechanics is taught from a truck carcass, and there are no sewing machines. So here are some ideas for a church or an individual to raise a child out of poverty. 6 sewing machines and fabric cost only $1,450 for all 6, or you can buy toolkits for all the student electricians for $500, or toolkits for every single auto mechanic student for $700. Alternatively, you can also sponsor a student for a year for $156. That's a project that any church or individual can get behind. Finally, we introduce you to the Methodist Center for Social Advancement in Kananga, a major attempt at economic development for women that develops self-sustaining vocational skills. These projects create income generation by teaching and funding baking, soap making, and sewing. The centers each need an investment of $900 to get off and running. Please consider this very sustainable program for your parish. For men, Mark McCoy Parish has a project to lease out handcarts to porters, which are then used for transporting goods around Kinshasa. They are looking to add 3 to 4 handcarts at $100 each. As you see, the handcarts also serve the secondary purpose of advertising the church itself. In summary, our Congo partnership provides a way to live out our baptismal covenant of one Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all. There are more parish projects than we can list, so please go to our website at www.congomission.com and seek to learn how the Holy Spirit is leading the people of your church and the Central Congo to become closer together. Look into your heart and determine where you feel led, and then get ready for an exciting experience, the development of relationships with our Congo sisters and brothers, where your lives will be changed forever.